Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of B&B Sports Talk. Today, we are doing a bowl preview of the BCS Bowls. So, we gotta get through this here. Let's start with the Oregon, or we're also doing the Ducks, which is the Alamo Bowl. So, I'm still, even though my confidence in the Ducks right now is not, it's probably like at an all-time low, to be honest, but I still think they have the horses to get it done. I think they're just a better team. I'm going to pick them 35-27. I just feel like, I think they'll play for pride. At least I hope they will. And, and, this is an important game because Mark Helfrich, he's, a lot of Duck fans already think he should be going. And, people I've talked to, and I think, I'm not there yet, but I think if they lose this game, then he's got to go. So, in my opinion. So, what do you have?
I've got Oregon over Texas, 35-31. The reason being, for such a high-scoring game is because Oregon has a good offense and a absolutely horrid defense. So I think that they'll allow Texas to score, but I think Oregon will win this game with their offense as long as Mariota doesn't get hurt and as long as the players stay positive and they can't. This game from Josh Huff and Disney Thomas comments, this game obviously doesn't mean that much to them. So they got to come out and show that they want it.
Yeah, just play for pride, I mean, okay, so Rose Bowl, Michigan State versus Stanford. I am a Stanford hater. I will put that right up front. I hate Stanford, and I could not bring myself to pick them, even though I believe they're favored. I think they're probably proven to be a better team, but I think Michigan State, I'm picking them 20-17 in a fairly low-scoring game because this is going to be a fun, kind of old-fashioned, what's gonna, what the offenses are gonna do, but can you stop it? You know what they're gonna do. They're just gonna get their 9 linemen on the field, and they're gonna, hand the ball off. So, again, I don't have a lot of, rationale for this pick, but I'm gonna pick Michigan State just because I couldn't bring myself to pick Stanford.
I also am a Stanford hater. Stanford's my least favorite team, but I think that Stanford will probably win because of the way they play football. They play it in the gridiron. They win it down low. They are a tough, grinded out team that'll play from behind
Okay, here we go. Fiesta Bowl, Baylor and UCF. I have not seen much of either of these. I've seen Baylor a few times. I have not seen UCF. But Baylor, I know, can score a lot of points, and I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where they just score more points than UCF. I've got a 45-35 Baylor. I just don't think they're going to be able to hold their offense to a low enough number to win the game. So, yeah. So what do you have?
I have Baylor over UCF 40-35. I know Baylor can score a lot, and I think Baylor will just outscore UCF. That's just simple as that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the Orange Bowl. Ohio State and Clemson. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it'll be a great game. And I am picking the upset here. I'm picking Clemson because I really believe that Ohio State is going to be. They won 24 straight games, and then they lost in the Big Ten championship to Michigan State. And I think they are going to be a little bit let down because they were really probably should have been playing Florida State national championship game, and I just feel like Clemson will have kind of a nothing to lose mentality and just come out and play maybe a better, more calm, I guess, like less pressure kind of deal maybe on Clemson. I've got it 31-28. And I've seen Clemson play in a lot of big games, and apart from the Florida State game, which they just got outclassed. But I think I saw them last year in a bowl game against LSU, where I really earned a lot of respect for them there, and I just feel like they're gonna get it done. And I think they, I was going to say, Ohio State, I think maybe a little bit overrated. But just because I think they beat up on a below average Big Ten conference. Because when they actually had a test against Michigan State, they blew it. So, I need to see them play in a big game, and, but yeah, I'm picking the upset here.
I think that Ohio State's good with this game, mostly because they did win 24 straight games, and that's impressive. But and I don't think Clemson, even if Ohio State is overrated, I don't think Clemson is up to it. I think Ohio State's probably going to walk away with this game 28-24.
Yeah. Okay. Again, that should be a very good game. You need to everybody watch that game. Okay. National championship. Auburn versus Florida State. You know, is Florida State the better team? They probably are. But I feel like in the end, it's sort of destiny and meant to be sort of trumps everything else. I've got Auburn 30-27. I feel like I just feel like they're not going to lose again this year. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen enough, you know. And I feel like their offense is that where similar to Stanford. I mean, not the style, but in that, you know what's coming. They're gonna either hand the ball to Mason or Nick Marshall is going to keep it and either run with it or throw with it, and they just do that. And I haven't seen anybody stop. I mean, Alabama couldn't stop it, and if Alabama can't stop you, I don't believe that Florida State's going to. So that's just kind of how I look at it. This should be a great game as well. Alright, so yeah, I've got 30-27 Auburn.
I personally think Florida State is overrated. They've been beating up on one week teams. I mean, the day that Ohio State played Michigan State, they were playing some other team that would have had no chance of beating them. So, I can't remember the name of the team, but so I think Auburn, who beat Alabama, which is probably the best team in the nation. I think Auburn's gonna win 24-21.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think Florida State maybe I mean, they've dominated everybody they played. Yeah. I forgot to make one last point. I also think Auburn, through all these tight victories, have maybe developed some character that Florida State, who has just dominated everybody by like 40 points, maybe they don't have that character. Maybe they don't know how to win a close game because they haven't had to do it. And I guarantee you they're not going to blow out Auburn. I mean, this will be a tight game. So, yeah. So,
you mean Florida State?
What?
You said they're going to blow out Auburn.
No, I said they're not going to blow out Auburn.
Oh yeah.
They're not going to. So it'll be a close game, and they haven't played in a close game yet. So yeah. So I think Auburn has an edge there. So yeah, we better wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching our bowl preview, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we are out.